So we've got with us today the U Utopia smartphone. This is being touted as the most powerful smartphone on earth by the U Televentures company, and it's priced at rupees 24,999. It's the most expensive smartphone that U has ever built. And here's our look at whether this phone lives up to the hype. It's a very compact and pretty nice device. It's got a 5.2 inch screen, and since I don't care for phablets at all, I like this phone. It fits in my hand nicely. The only thing that's jarring a bit is the camera that's protruding, so you should be careful when you're holding the device. The fingerprint scanner is on the back. Also, I don't like how U has done the micro SD and the dual SIM slots into one giant slot. I feel it could have been divided into two to make it easier. But overall, I think from a design perspective, this all-metal phone is a pretty good effort from U Televentures. The other big change with the Utopia smartphone is the 2K display that U has added for this. It feels a bit underwhelming, and I would suggest that you get brighter wallpapers to really feel the experience of the 2K screen on this phone. However, when you're watching 2K resolution videos or movies, then you can feel that this is a much better screen. U's been calling it the most powerful smartphone on earth, and is it really so? As far as normal browsing, gaming goes, it works fine. The problem as far as performance goes is the heating up. Phone does heat up considerably, and you don't know what's going to cause that. Again, I'm hoping that U will fix this with a software update like they did with the Euphoria smartphone. The camera is quite good if you're in bright sunlight and you're taking pictures of flowers or objects that are close by. It does a pretty decent job. However, the color reproduction is not very accurate in my opinion. I feel that it struggles with oranges and bright reds. The 8MP camera goes, I think that you could have done a much better job. There's just too much noise in the pictures for my liking, especially indoors, and since you're going to be taking a lot of selfies indoors, this kind of doesn't seem like the best camera out there. On the battery front, Utopia gave me mixed results. There were days when it would last just 8 hours, and there were other days when it was at 40% with just half the day gone, and I think, okay, the phone is going to run out, but it would manage to last by the time I got home for another 4-5 hours, which I think is pretty good for this smartphone. However, the mixed results mean that you need to carry a charger with this one at all times. Utopia also comes with Around You, which is a slew of services that they've integrated onto one place. It's kind of like their answer to Google now, and you can book flights, order food, look up shopping, book hotels from one place. Basically, you don't have to open a bunch of apps to check out these things. However, the experience is a bit disjointed because, say, if I book a flight ticket, then it'll take me to a mobile web page, and from there I'll have to do the booking. So it's not yet integrated within this, and hopefully you will build more on this and take it further. Utopia is the first flagship from U Televentures, and as far as the first time effort goes, it's not bad at all. The phone is designed pretty well, it looks good, and it works reasonably well. However, they want to challenge other flagships like, say, Samsung, Moto X, the Nexus series, and that's not an easy task to play because these are more well-established flagship brands. The challenge, I think, for you will be convincing buyers that their flagship is the best.